Hello kids, and tonight I think I'm going to do one more video. I was inspired by several other people out there like the one and only Bud Stoney, among countless others, to do a little series called Hometown or Home State Heroes. And I have quite a list here. And for Home State Heroes, I have two examples. J.J. Watt was born in Wisconsin, went to the University of Wisconsin, as did his two brothers. They were all born there and went there, T.J. Watt and Derek Watt. And of course, you have right there the man himself, Brewers Cards Forever. Check out his channel on YouTube. Awesome stuff. Packer Cards 87, obviously, he's up there too. The only time you can ever say this name or words on YouTube without getting monetized, and they're fun to say, Winston Cup driver, and rest in peace, Dick Trickle. Now, we've also had several from the state, and my list is only partial. It'll keep growing. From the WWE, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, you had Mr. Kennedy, or Kennedy. And from Milwaukee, if you remember her, Candace Michelle, also a Playboy centerfold. Now, Chris Farley, Frank Caliendo, and John Belushi, and even Jackie Mason are all from Wisconsin, are all born in Wisconsin. Jim Gantner was born in Fond du Lac. Craig Counsell is not a Wisconsin native. I did have that as a mistake. We had Ed Gein from La Crosse and Jeff Dahmer from Milwaukee, and Bob Uecker from Milwaukee. Actually, Ed Gein was from La Crosse, yes, Dahmer from Milwaukee. Now I have cards of a lot of these people, but they're all packed away elsewhere. I didn't feel like bringing them all out. If any of you have cards or interesting stuff about them, go ahead. I'd love to see them or share stories. Now, from my hometown, and remember, it's Podunk. When I was in high school, there was a grand total of 400 and some odd kids, and I had the largest graduating class in history up to that time. In 1989, 103 of us graduated. In my class, a kid I played high school baseball with, his son 2 years ago got drafted by, I believe, the Boston Red Sox out of Vanderbilt. And I went to college with this gentleman, and he played baseball up there in Winona, Minnesota. Jeremy Kendall was drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies. Also, out of my high school, 2 years ahead of me, lived down the road from me. He went on to play college football with the Michigan State Spartans, was drafted in the 8th round, and his rookie card is the same year as Brett Favre. His only rookie card, though, is that 1991 Score Football Series 2, drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, Dean Digman. Jeremy Kendall does not have any major league cards out, but there are plenty of minor league cards out there of his. In fact, those two, I sent cards off to Jab's family last year for his final mail day. And it was fun to watch him open those, and give a shout out to East Troy, Wisconsin. Now, in East Troy also, some names you may know, some you may not. Eric Buell. Anyone out there ride bike or motorcycle? He's the founder of the Eric Buell Races and Buell Motorcycles, and their factory was even in East Troy. Any pseudo sport lovers out there? Annie Hager from East Troy, Wisconsin, was an Olympic sailor. Actress Isabel Hoffman, who has starred in several TV shows through the late 70s, early 80s. And we have had one very important or famous death in my hometown. which I worked at Alpine Valley, the Midwest's largest outdoor music theater, for years. And the one show I took off to go see my girlfriend in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas at the time, which is where this gentleman is from. We were driving around on the weekend, and the radio stations kept playing his songs over and over, every station. And I was wondering why. I'm like, he was at Alpine Valley last night in concert with Eric Clapton. And finally, one station we tuned into said, and in remembrance of Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was supposed to work that concert, took off to go see her, and it was so foggy, his helicopter was taking off, and they couldn't even see the ski hill, and crashed full bore into it. He died. Everyone died instantly. And Eric Clapton, I remember doing a press conference, was so distraught and upset. It was his helicopter. Stevie Ray was running late for his own, so Eric Clapton gave up his helicopter. It's kind of eerily similar to the day the music died. Richie Valens, the Big Bopper, and all them went down in a plane crash in Iowa. But Stevie Ray Vaughan gave up his seat and has kicked himself ever since, if ever the subject's brought up to him about how it should have been him and not the young guy, Stevie Ray Vaughan. But that's it for now. There's more to come. I will try to dig out some cards. And again, if any of you have any of these you'd like to share with me, check out the details for my information. Thank you all. Have a great night. And as always, peace.